Nining Jo Acholi, welcome back to Chaka Leb Acholi. I'm Jacqueline Ikango Kot. This segment is Ceng Abicel Okeny, session number 10. Topic Martini, Wamiro discussing Tamo gang or longing for home. Okay, we'll look a little bit about the topic. I'm going to turn it over to you. Topic Martini, Wamiro Neno Lokmingo, one Mawati Wakanya Hinwa Birka Tamo Lokmi Dog gang. Wayang waring of game one, what bit of refugee, a camp papat in neighboring countries around Sudan, Kadon Wabibino Kira war, Kido Kwama Wabir Kabiri war, Kidwa Bitimo one of Lokotam Kido Tua, Wabir America, Malach, like in the way what tamane, most of us ma wabir one and watch our time look me dog gang. Cha mo ken ka gimoti ati me kari gine be will rach itam ni ko marko no wati gang maybe no outcome gam hono bero pat so chunyo ga ko waga tamo gang cha wen watamo gang ada gang e ka wabi dok wachiro gang e bero the same will a gang no la ho gang team apart so I want to go explore look at Dagamotie, Biroka look and when a bit of refugee. I think she's from Turkey or no refugee somewhere. Tamani and when a young he better refugee come on. You better katama look me dog gang. Like in what people don't understand is KB dog gang. Gang is not the same anymore. Young gonna what tamani kawa dog gang, one no family, when put it intact, friends when that joy, that connection, tie a dog and that a chage exactly where you left off. Like in be realized man a dog gang and one a garden part twara dong i doxay kami dong wi lobo man nyir kamati a ber yedo gang pere ni wi dong I make it no I make mudu no home pere dong so and matter tia prescribing both refugees mo mati wo ko chal wane what time dong gero gang kama wati wa make mun home to a pien longing for home munu emotional memory mo no ma wati ka feeding off of like in reality gamma yama born is not the same. You will never make that same connection again. Okay, I'm going to pass it on to you. What do you think about this topic and what this lady is saying about it? I'm going to show her video in a second, but introduce yourself, Kong. Um, let me know what you think about topic any before I show the video and 2-minute video on Facebook discussing look me longing for home as a refugee. What do you think about the topic?
Can't take me Jolan gonna Chaka Abicel.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
And yeah, topic in me Chaka today ni topic tia babian. Eating the waja ni glamour ni the environment shape who you are. So
mm.
one wa jam what if a jog more bino kere Uganda, more bino kere America. Uh, Kawa bere ene weng giati atime ngir wana weng ola ko kita kwato anu amero wood kere. Akiri ngeo ki I arm gi gampe I bero I team. Nyo I dag ka bero glo kamo. Uh, ki o kane bero chaka mero atek area. Lakin mwaka chiel karo mwaka riyo karo mwaka de karo kiri mwaka pa. Ibin ene pin ti aloga kwa pe ti aloga kamitiere no mi yen riego mo en mi no
Mm,
riego mo mi bere e kenyo
mm,
akero iti atama pe gang pe wala kai gaya mo nyoli e nyo kaya mo bere ene ya e me tie na mo e keri wala wala paro pe gang pere lakin mo waje environment shape you ne ni no karo me dak kamo chal ki wa dak kre wa tiro kid gum bedo wa beri kigum ya watamo go pe sa suran lakin gang to ano ti kigum wa beri kigum imunu atilo to tomo bino ge ma dano ya go ga ne go dano so
mm,
kini wada ko no ga monyen ke adongo refugee camp ke adongo man wa bero ngeo tie mo achiro ko no gi tiro lume ken ge ma ot mo ne pe so dano kita man okay munu ini gang to wa nyen okay mira wa ge wat mira wa jalum o wen mero wa ge toko mogo mero wa wa gero timogamo. So daro lago kenyu from transit camp or camp man wa in dano tie kuya ma gitie permanent yangi bero and karato wa bino keren. What daga ke dongo I don't remember exactly, but I think 90 92 maybe, or I'm not sure, or maybe 91, or I don't know. But dara mo ko tie ku ya ka boge ta ko la da mo wa bino ke no mo ko tie ku ya lakin kin mo lo waje kere ini tia ta ma be gang pe lakin ka bi no mo nyin no miri gang pe kenyu nyo i no ria mo mi yip ka bere o be da leng like mire obey the odd obey ka mo family pe it were go again ka mo i bere safe ka mo be pu ya yala uh the over time ka eri bi laga ro gampe nyo bere chal ka ma inong ikwoye so miri lung me ni munu gampe kai ni tia tamo ka nyo le ye nyo gam tu yang bor go mo ka mo fal por ma like again uh won mi woro mere kere logo ka bi chungo ye ne weng miri gibi do ka mo it were better comfortable gi family pe yala ñu in keni ñu gi wat pe ilungu ni mer home lakin we know the waje lo mo there's no place like home there's no place like home lakin home e kan uh, ya tamo home pe mi gang tu ya mi poro magala ki wali tia waje home pe kami dak ke tie ni yale tie di pe mo ọt mo e pango nyo ọt mo e wilo nyo itia biri chinga mo akila why there's no place like home so atamone po dara nga kitia wire lobo ni ingewa be kain gina history me humanity ni wachaga ni lo lungo ni the first what is the great migration agi Africa gi chiro Middle East gi chiro Asia gi chiro kono kanji okere South America gi chiro daro wuro gi wire when lakin ingeo science wajo ni dana ben agi Africa so ate dana no dana wen kan mun gi waje okay home to yang no ti Africa lakin ingeo mun ye ko mo inongo ba wo bi ye ake wajo ni ya wa gi Africa home to gi lakin ma pien por mo bo pinyo loga gi dag gi bere Europe so gi lungo pe gam to gi nyo negi munagi bino gi Europe gi bino America gi lungo America ne gam to gi rotini mi Africa mo nyalo kanji ne wen gi lungo America ne gam to gi tien gi ngeo Africa mena ko so atamone ya dano lo mo ni home to era lo meaning it to era lo tien kami be mo romo kuna beat apa you give me lo ni home pe sa tamone dago ni ma no tia wa lo ma tamo win banner video no ken lo ke tia de kami tie no miri lo pe kero ni gang pe tie ka mo apa te so na tamone yeah tamone dano America na kitwero wajana kida chwinji tie ke lakin Iberian or maybe long gampe.
Ada. Okay, let me show Kong video what her take is on this topic on longing for home as a refugee. Maitia biro kamokena mapat. This is what she said. Let me know if you could see the screen.
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah.
Okay.
It is the hardest thing, I think, for those who left their home to accept that life is here and now. Because what you long for when you long for home is not a place, actually, it's a time that was in the past. And to accept that accept that life is here and now, that is really, really difficult. And that is also why I think people like me, refugees, immigrants, they are the pioneers of history, because they are the ones who had to learn that there is no going back home, actually. Even if you go back home, there is no arrival in that old home. They are the pioneers of history because they are telling to the world that you are losing home, you are losing your countries, and there is no way back to the old country, to where things, things will not go back. You can only rebuild something here and now. That's that's why I wanted to turn the tables as well, because refugees, immigrants, exiles, they're seen as this group of people, victims, they're coming here, oh, they're asking for our help and so on. No, actually, they're coming with this greatest wisdom. They're coming with the wisdom of having lost everything, and they had to build everything from scratch, and they have the wisdom of surviving with morality. And I think the world, or at least many, many, many people in the near future, will have to taste that, this survival. And they will have to ask themselves, how will I survive? And the world today tells us that we have to survive by stepping onto each other. We have to survive on our own. Whereas refugees, immigrants, by experience, they would tell you, no, you cannot do that. You cannot survive on your own. You cannot step on each other to survive. You can only survive together.
When did you realize that?
It is the hardest thing,
Yeah.
I think, for those who left their home to.
So she basically, and along the video, okay, is saying, build where you are because you will never make that same connection again. You know, ini be dog gang, like it's for vacation a few times. It's gang. From those little vacations that you took back on Uganda, maybe I don't know if you made it into South Sudan. Ibi tamani ada home is what it used to be. Kitmawa bora kireni, and you think this is where you need to be because that's the memory you have of your home. Will a me bora chin your family, the connection you're able to make now with family members too after a dog chin. Do you feel as if home is what it is or the way it was? Kitmawa bora kire, were you able to make that connection? Do you still long for that same connection? Is it the connection from when we were young? Well, is it the connection from when Puri I gave vacation? A connection we make from those vacations we take in Uganda and South Sudan. What do you think? Are you longing for that old memory, or are you longing for this new built memory? Me, what do you think?
No, I mean, so first, I tino ka Tamo, ka dog, kayang wa bora, a chon, child, for example, I jiri nyagadot, mune bayali, choke bayali kinyu.
Mm.
Yeah, I wear bayali, I wear Kampala. Munu way, munu, memories man yin, you know. Memories, I chon, wayang, I take it, lunga, you know. It's center, what you know, is center one, center two, center three, center four, and I think
Mm.
I don't know if it goes all the way to five or maybe or so. I don't remember, but I
Mm.
knew this run was like I think it was the last center. I think so.
Mm.
Those are my memories. I young. I remember what to get down. It's the center man. Which you go liling, you go yeah, you
Mm.
which kaneno ga mo dano mo wawuoto gi center muka to yang wachon.
Mm.
I remember going to yang wabiri center 3. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, what is center 3. So I try to go back kaneno kayang wabiri yen in Kenya, that area, but my dog anungo gangkwano gero or dano gero kid out of apart around that area. So nen kira yang atie kuyaniko. I think Omolokon, that's again, Omolokon is the name of the place now. So wachiri Omolokon, I know my area yang machone tie, you may put tie a room more all the way from Biale Highway, Cherokee all the way, thank God, in all of the limbo, the Cherokee nyim, yang porotwa yang tiwa, kamo bo, yokuja, any you only put tie, like in odd, you ori, wadana yiborong, pinyin na pat, yala, Pollywood, yang watu kege, you wachere gang kwan kege, pole, dala yang odongo, so yala, dala gichiro, Mogoti Torit, Mogoti Juba, Mogolong get in Australia, Mogi being in America. So the old memories may pay, like in you still try making me talk caneno, creating it kere a way kere so wakelo chunyo wa yom bokine and my chiel. You done a rio. We ke kero ni wodongo no. Eric Goge, the only good feeling of with dog caneno pin. Pierkino and my chill, my young walk, Giam uno purutino. Kill memories apart, though I am take it. Can't no memory. Yala, Muno and Adana Yen at Tamo area. So I know kin memories, but memories no romco. Pianyano Puruatino. Yala, my dong, for example, or boys mogo work again, and when what quantity P1, P2, P3, P4. Gino gitiero cho adongo, mo gitie, go kolo punye, kamo apart, yo gitio, government kamo apart. Yala gin mene, mi bino goto, nyagadot kenya tamone, memory tugiro mi muno pe, gitia nero, kenyu chal, angeo kore, kuyero go ping kwa. So they already made it. They made it to like, they living their life. Magi made a nyim. Chalki no gi beri torito. Idugo roge molo konko kone mira gina nendo chal kono memory gi mira neno neko. Anla kirki na yang ike yang kawacho mo kawachon so amira doka in your memories to. Lakin memories mo a room pe. So atamo ne logotia waye ka karo mi o gene miro gene ichakwa pe nyen en kenyo ibo ga pe gimetimo nyuti gan kwan yo go family pe muno ilungo me muno gang pe nyen so angeja yo ko dog we cam yo ko dog we South Sudan will kimra dog kind chala mo berio ya mo berio kare pa jok so kawa dog ko me pa jok otoa yang tie gala peven awi jare ngan mo chire ngomi also kawa dog watu era mena dog ka bedo a dog a tebi ko pi ngan mo ngo chire already so memory to kawa dog tiro wa pat so mira wa yi wa ge kamo wa no yo wa chire go lede yo wa chire ka muno nyu memory to wa pat ya room ayang wa tie ke no wa tino ne so yeah, so dog Africa, I'm there. I get memories more me knowing in room, my give a young Tamo, or a young quack, repair. Yeah, Okino, Liward, my chiel. You and I take out a young no, Kayamu Berry. You at man in you, Kati, you can quan Kono. Jalki dog in no camp commander. You tell a town, so chalki no done more go maybe will bring memories, but you know what yeah I don't know if you remember you know get it ni mo ara bono yang peri camp ku ya wa ni Adam
It
yang wa
sounds somewhat familiar. I don't know.
kire gina poro pera ka kwalo gina kwalo tomatoes gina the onions ngoma ni ba da gina
Ikira Dongo.
eh No, Arab most, and more from North Sudan. And the only Arab I'm near Tia Bedong a Kamgi one. Like in America, when the Arab more get married on Gitia, you from Darfur, Konokan, Gitia Kuya.
Giti kira dongo.
Yeah,
Golly.
Jonah Pong, job. So that's why a kid dog when a memory pay, we will or Kayang or Pian Kuyo Jawa, people from Darfur, North Sudanese, Congolese, people from Burundi,
Yeah.
people from Kenya, or Diang Wang Giti Kuya.
Wow.
So actually, young what ye create what ye get a one or what not. Like it, get that came our apart. You give walk or you get a more dog walk, good dog, pajo. So memory more kid dog name it creating, trying to go back to memory and it you Tina Kerry, you know. Like I said, yeah, walking no go Gleewood very more chill. Go ahead, Chaka and cow bogolo. Like in Pina Lager.
Yeah, it's true because then I better katamane. Ka be doc. Kadi inying liwood mo ki yang itamo ni liwood eri kona binungo ginya ki binungo gini connect. God been a part. You're a different person. They're different people. You know, it's hard to reconnect with Dana Mingyo because it's like a new person, a new human, a new life, a new character altogether. I don't remember Nying Liwood Moma Yang Atu Kagine, but for some reason, after meeting Ngamo Magang, Obi Waya Irani, the whole Liwood Matu Kagine, okay. I chill the whole Latin Matero Pamogi. I said, are you kidding? Is this a joke or what? So this whole time memory I have a few names in my head and it doesn't add up. And then for some reason there's another friend, my dear kid, my been we all will all come all together. I'm going to I was told Munu as an adult. Madong, I made connection Munu just recently in the past year. Liwora ge come nene atam ni Munu in my mind, you know? So can we dog gang making connection anytime we and mono. Where do I fit in? Can't be dog gang I fit meaning. Memory no one pay. Liwood minga cheti do liwood in tekono me gi pay whether they're different people, will ngong gay, will give it come apart, will give it another country, will get you a walk a ben a child wound in your co, will look man mageti, a baby make connection early will a young John. Family members mo don't chin me waring or young no what teen or again ko. Only through vacation, my watch okay, yeah, recently what bit of meeting family members more. But that full connection is not there yet. So key dog gang, you're really just rebuilding. Chunya wa mero tie chero gang, an chunya mero chero gang. Lakin ang near my bay, chunya ningo, I'm going to rebuild. I'm going to have to establish those relationships because my chero at least no anate too young. Wunche wem tam mo tie darmu ngeo no pori uti kem wala kono uti yang Sudan ngeo dano. And memory erine is very vivid. Man nok ma tiri danga. I try to remember going ko. So the good thing for me is kara longing for michiro gang. My connection is more so to the soil. Gang tua ngom tua ngom by ancestors tua he pare directly to that. Itu wungio dano. I know that you've met some of your friends. Will it connect? Get gikono on social media. Gingongo and family members. Inyo get ginyo. And be I've been meet your mongi one one go one family. I'm like, what are you talking about? Again. Even sadly funeral would be one down what to not a single person in that funeral for uncle Angio Ginmenico. I'm like, oh my god.
No, you were young, Kang.
So it's like a disconnect. So they're afraid to connect with me and talk to me because Angio getting so much go, and then I'm afraid to talk because I don't know what to say. I don't know where I fit in. You know, you're trying to fit in a new home, a new culture altogether, environment, but it don't any. You know, you have to take baby steps. Like you're building something new, Pien. Identity, you're from another environment. You're from a new world. Itia chero kamo, tamni itia donya kamo, where you will fit in. You bet your puzzle. It donya puzzle later mock in the right place. Like it's not true, Pien. And then kid machiro kid gang on this is not my home. Mira tema tema mod. Like it's not going to be the same. Those old friends, my young take it in a pay it again. I pay liwood, I pay connection and family any minute, family muna meet for the first time. I build that relationship. So Jumako been get here walk I give it 20, 30, 40 years. Get here time a dog gang. Kono kiti having a bad day time ha. One kono what gang twara what dog gang. Like in gang is a different animal. Many yin kid me fit in environment munu kid me weird kid me look kid me engaging on it's doable. Like it's not the same as the way we left the Koni Sudan in the 80s, the way we left it in Kitkum, the way we left it in Kiradongo. Kono that little time I bit of Kira Uganda, Guinea, I'm not in Uganda, Kampala in Benin. Remember those friends at that feeding center, meet Guinea. You know, those people they're probably all gonna call, will get call. And then what okay, they kind, longing for that past. It's not there anymore. Recently I was talking to Paul, and Paul was, I told Paul, make some connections with some of your old friends from the early 90s. Go out for coffee on like a Saturday, pastime, whatever. So he has to really think really hard. It's nostalgic to think of your past, like growing up as children. um, you want to go back to that after going through life of goya Paul per kono ngongo ga biruka changing itamo the way we were, the way things were back as children when you were so innocent, when you didn't have a lot of struggles. At least you didn't know there were a lot of difficulties and hardship at the time. You knew only bit of Latin, bit of Lotini to really would. Uh, but now, even locally, okay, in Kenya, me normally would do my young dog, and when you were like, I don't know, teenagers or even preteens, li would munu gini no mugi pe bene. Give me no that core is gone. Yi tamo kwe. Inena get chal kono maybe yin gini social media. It's hard to make that connection. So Donnie, her argument is that what we're longing for is an emotional connection to our past. Like in past, we will be known again. Go. We just need to let it go because physically, kawa dog to that past, it's not the same. Inongoko. Whatever you're longing for, inongoko physically. It's all in your mind. It's your memories, your emotions. So we need to be able to rebuild and move forward with whatever it is we have, wherever we are. So yeah, I think it's a good take, and it's something that we all should consider. One more minute dog gang, because what time they call a dog gang going biro, milk and honey will what gel in. Like in there's no gelling in. Kidman and kira biro kachiro gang a few times. Not even just gang to South Sudan come out dong or yeah, well Sudan come out dong or yeah. Well, my experience me chiri Cameroon. Atam na chiro I'm African. Little jolon. Jomo pale and any the stranger, you're like, wait a minute, I thought God Bino Kanya would fit in. I'm from Africa. I think, why am I not fitting in? Think Jolando African colonel Anglophone, American, one of them really cool. So you have to work at it. It's a work, again, it's hard work that you have to put in kid dog gun. To try to fit in, to learn, the basics and kinmi kwa ibulobo mapat. You're rebuilding a new world for yourself. Uh, we lower to Allah completely. 20, 30, 40, 50 years later, Allah. So if anybody chooses to go back home and rebuild, we have to put in mind that ngone wanongo past mununongo is gone. It's long gone, okay? so so I thought it was a great topic, and I saw her Facebook page or this post. I thought this would have been a great topic for us to talk about, especially those of children who are going back home. It's a good thing that it's elders that are going home. So I think I get the younger generation. I know for sure Paul and Mo, they used to be scared of going back home because they're like, what are we going to do back home? Home is not the same, which is right because they were very young, even younger than me. They didn't know how to go back home and fit. And they thought, okay, manong cornering in. Akin manong kin magiti adang in the late 30s and 40s. So give me a chiroga. Like in fear nati, I'm in a fear nati chunya. How do you fit? How do you start over? Gang tu like in you're stranger in your own land. But then in with a different lens in itig identity mapat. Jumati and Giti identity mapat. You know, they don't see you as the same. They see you as the same, but they see you as a foreign entity, Puri. So I think Apol and Mo had that fear, and I believe that fear is in all of us because you're not exactly 100% the same person that left maybe 20, 30, 40 years ago. Yeah. So any final thoughts, Okeny? I know I'm not going to take too much of your time. I thought it was just a good topic to touch on briefly until we find a nice topic for next Saturday. What else? What else do you think you can add, or what kind of advice would you give people? Because in Ichirogang a few times, and you loved it.
No,
Yes, you loved your times there.
no,
Uh, what advice can you give to people who may be going for the first time and they're afraid and they've been here 20, 30, 40 years and never went back home?
no. Lo I think like more in life is what you make it. So
Mm,
in ki mero lo ko so ini to era yibo ga mire yibo na twero kelo ki ko kid me mirana. So
mm-hmm,
chal of Africa na ki mire okay he live comfortably. Okay, mire will ngom. Mire
mm,
get odd very odd loom will go on. Odd more I bear me twero go kire electric PTA bucho tie ichok go gichuk gan kwanyo gi ngo so with that way at least kami dak gene chok gi kami imero wood ye nyo imero tero tiri gan kwan nyo imero bero kamo matiro city so that way ki gi America kanya it better we came twelve iriko pier iri ngio go ka wood wo nyo I wood electric it nyo gan kwan imero odia gi ngo so miri yip kwa pere that way kami dak yene at least better somewhat of kami agi yene. Romko like it were yibona
mm,
mawego it were mene gina la kwa pe that way kami nyene ibil ilungo mene gang pe
mm,
like Romko chalke agi Australia ichiro camp munu Romko ya
mm,
agi America ichiro kono pajok Romko
mm,
yeah, yeah, UK, echere Juba, Romco. Yeah, kuno ge, I don't know, Norway, echere Kenya, Romco. So in miri nong riega mo, yibi nye wela otpe kamo, nye yibo otpe kamo, nye wela gimo 12 yuru irini inoke, kami dage no, penny room ka yen akin kanyong atira be, yo kan 12 bero ka bero kamo watu ya kwa ya go gilotini pa ni ki family pa munu walungo de gang to yin
mm,
munu ge atamo my
mm,
own experience my nana kida ni wa wajale uh liwo lo yang watie ki latino uno wadongo ke gini uh now for example I try to make connection get down on what doing
mm,
then ana tie twinya yo ma bera connecting again but you know it tie jala luo ana uh
mm,
I don't know I can't figure it out so giluo can make the connection because I don't know what's going on in their head so I don't know if I don't know I just can't figure
yeah.
like one guy I know for sure yang wakwana kege and I knew my tia timo my bag kumbiri but last time I looked and I got his number
Mm,
uh even I try to say send messages and stuff like he doesn't reply but I can see that he read it so I
mm,
thought oh you go me give me the quote to go read a log so
mm,
he knew inunko
mm,
yeah he knew in like he knew inunko pian gin get down you two up apart even the down you up apart kind of connect 20 years later 30 years later you get over dinero ko kidney approaching in email going here kidney approaching in ko kari ti atamona so
mm,
yeah connection mera Allah skin pero
mm,
kari me dog ganko again me dog uh, kalau Bollywood pero yang mingyu gini again ka pero mga Paul mga like liwod ti men yone go jaro ruin no aki ikero ni bitamo ni go iti liwod lakin en pe atamo na muno so atamo
Mm.
muno experience since I've been back to Africa na
Mm.
joyanga ngeo ginini now yes wangeo komwani okay ngari ere again look more gonna oh let me be excited gonna okay let's hang out with our buddies wangeo
Mm.
more we are kachel gimoy muno pe so
Yeah.
so atamore yeah atamore kami dag yeah miri imiro en gampe ero kami
Mm.
miro the family pe kono ngon en kana ero kamoy
Mm.
ko ki dag ye miri yibo be do gang abe muno en imere kire nyim experience pe bero me papa kamoy ken akin
Mm.
kami dag ye miro bero ye no binu ge experience ma nyin en experience er when you any gamo ke no imere kire nyim en kira dana bero kire lo watama timu
Mm. Yeah. Na boy, okay. Yeah, so a chole community, meaning kang amo matia waha wula mama paru pe gang pe kona Uganda bule South Sudan, even just say Africa kuya we dog gang. You should take the advice of Okeny and this lady. You have to make it what it is. It's not possible to always reconnect with your old past. Or what you argument for down in immediate longing for emotions, my young build back home. Like it was interrupted. So ibiro katamone chunyiga kienge chebi nongo dogoto. That same feeling, that same emotion, connection to that emotion. Matia driving imi tamo dog gang. Yes, it's good to love home. It's good to go home. Lakin, meeting ini is never going to be the same. Ki bit of work out of my life. Child one morning, 20, 30, 40 years. Eh? Uh, gonna quad on pot. Pinyon laga environment laga we love ti away to put it. So me kid in mind ningo it dog kuya. Maybe you'll be able to make some connections. Lakin it's never going to be 100% the same. But you can still make it home, you know. Home is where the heart is. You can build, you can rebuild and try to build those connections. It's never going to be 100% the same. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Ka ini chiro gang amo wako kenyu ibira well maybe 20, 30 years, 40 years jalo wane dog gang. You were able to build in iga gang. Let us know what that experience has been like. Drop your comments under this video. Um, and if you plan on going home soon, also please drop your comments. Let us know what kind of thoughts do you have. Do you have any fear or do you have any plans in place where you think you'll be able to go home, resettled, and get restarted again? Ingon mawa bora ye kono ichiri refugee camp, wala ichiri boyale, wala dock in Juba, wala somewhere in South Sudan, wala yukanye. What budwa? So we can learn from you one when or share experience to one more okay. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ceng Abicel Okeny session number 10. And my channel Leb Acholi. Please make sure to like, comment, share. We are on YouTube as Chaka Leb Acholi. We are also on Facebook as Chaka Leb Acholi. Follow, like, engage. One wapo amatek until next Saturday. Okay, nyana po amatek. You
right
have a good night, and I hope to see you again next Saturday. Any final thoughts?
no I think you summed it up man
Okay, thank you so much, okay. Have a good night.
good night Con.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye.